Hey Nate, I wanted to give you a quick and easy walkthrough on how to navigate the new website that we had designed. Let me actually go back to the full dashboard. So when you log into Framer, you'll see both sites that we have published right now. Let me go into the new one. This one's definitely easier to navigate. So as soon as we pop in, we'll be at the default homepage. I guess I'll get started with how to navigate each page, and the way it's designed is going to be over here on the left side column. And then any sort of detail, you'll notice that things highlight as soon as you hover over them, all of the intricacies of the sections that I designed. If you'd like to change anything, it'll be over here on the right. So it'll let you know that it's styled using headline 2, and any change you make over here will reflect on the page live. And then if you wanted to make that change, you can go ahead and publish and it'll be live on the site. So it's really easy to make changes to both text and images if you guys would like. If we wanted to specifically change anything with service pages, let me show you how to get into that. So we've got the CMS collections organized into women's, men's, and I've got a legal page on here. So I would go ahead and leave the IDs. I'll show you the navigation for those and how they work on the actual page I designed for these. But we've got the service, the description, we've got an image that's interchangeable. And then we've got a headline and the condition description. This will help out a lot with SEO. It gives us a little bit more than having just the simple description. And then I also added the symptom and the symptom description for those. If we go into the actual page, let's go into men's. So for the vitamin deficiencies page, each page is going to have the cohesive look to it that I designed for both men and women's collections. So we've got the headline, and that's actually, these pages are connected to the CMS. So that would need to be changed via CMS if we go into men's and vitamin deficiencies. We can go back. This is also an easier way to get everything changed. So you'll notice that everything aligns. We've got addressing nutrient deficiencies. Our images, everything looks the same. So we've got an area for a description on how you guys uniquely approach this treatment and the symptoms you approve. And at the bottom of the page, we've got a navigation that I had designed to easily scroll through the services for both men and women, for deficiencies, hair loss, etc. And each page for both men and women services cohesively looks like this. And it's really easy to scroll through on every device and go to all the services that you guys are able to provide. And it makes it really easy for you guys to interchange anything that you would like to on any of the images or any of the text. I guess the next thing that we can get into is some of the settings. I think the first thing with that would be, if we wanted to change site title, the description, everything will be found under this settings cogwheel up here. So we've got some site settings. Most of this stuff can remain in place. I designed you guys as icons. I've got a social preview that's interchangeable. It does let you know the size of it if you guys did want to update this, as well as they came out with a new Apple Touch icon. If someone were to save the website to their iPhone, it would look like this. So I designed all these for you guys before we had everything published. Again, the Google Analytics code can be found if you scroll down a little bit further, and then some custom code if you'd like to add that. Everything else, domains doesn't need to be updated. I don't think any redirects. I will say that staging and versions might need to get changed if there was something that you guys had rolled out and published and it had either broken the site or you would need to roll back to a previous version. You guys can deploy these previous versions of the site that I had deployed from working on it. So we've definitely got enough to roll back to, and at the very least, the one that's currently on there. I think the last thing that's pretty imperative is, I know you guys, we've got Google Analytics installed that goes really in depth, and then we've also got, you guys have data with each social network that you guys run campaigns on. I'm somebody that likes to look at every source of truth to see what we're seeing on the front line, which would be, where the source is coming from, what pages, what devices, and then just to, go back and forth with that data on each network and to find those accuracies and which one to rely on the most. I don't think there's still one reliant source of truth for analytics. I think it's nice to have a few different ones just to double check work and see how the campaigns did. So it's really easy to get in here and just select this icon up here. And then we can go back. But overall, it's really easy to navigate, go through all the pages, check my work. I don't believe there's any misspells, and it's really easy to go in. Make sure if you change an image that the image is described. And other than that, I hope everybody's doing great, and I hope that this walkthrough works really well. If there's any other questions, feel free to reach out, and I'll get back to you guys as soon as possible.